Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke. We have a great topic. We actually have two great topics for today's show, in which the first one is today is Transgender Day of Visibility. And the second topic of today's show is the Don't Say Gay bill is signed into law in Florida. So let's get right into these topics. The first one, today is Transgender Day of Visibility. And so, with that being said, I want to wish all my transgender uh, fans out there a happy Transgender Day of Visibility. And, this is a very important day for transgender people, um, especially with all the struggles that they go through and have been going through, and all of the hatred that has been uh, showed to them in so many parts of the United States and even around the world and stuff. And, I've said it in prior episodes, ladies and gentlemen, that we have so much going on in society today. And we don't need to add more to it. You know, I always believe in full equality. For about 30 years, I've been fighting for full equality. I've been an advocate for so many different communities for just about 30 years. This coming September, I'll be an advocate for so many different communities for 30 years. And, you know, it's enough with the hatred and the negativity. And um, this is about saying, this is who we are. We are here. We're not going away. And we deserve equal rights. And so, honestly, there's a lot more work to get done. We've come pretty far in many ways, but we've got a whole lot more work to do still. And you know, many people have asked me, "Do you think that people take things too far?" And my reply is always the same: yes, yes. Hatred has been taken way too far, and when people want so many things, they don't say, a lot of them don't say, I should say, a lot of them don't say, um, you know, we got a lot and, let's be contented and, you know, because here's the thing, and I've said this in prior episodes too. Too little change is no good. Too much change is no good either. You have to find that median, that middle point. And once you find that, you got to say, I'm contented now. That's it. So, um, you know, but we've got a lot more work to do still because there's still too much hatred out there and it's got to stop. It really does. But, anyways, now let's get into the second topic of today's show, in which it is the Don't Say Gay bill is signed into law in Florida by their governor. Now, there's two different parts to this, okay? Because I believe in when you're going to put something out there, you gotta lay all the cards out on the table. In order to resolve any and all situations, all the cards have to be out on the table. So with that being said, here's the thing about that law. It specifically says for kids from kindergarten through third grade, there cannot be any discussions about sexuality. Okay? Meaning that no teachers or whomever can talk about anything about sexuality to children from the grades of kindergarten through third grade. All right? Now, for me, and this is coming from a gay man. I'm I'm a proud gay man. I'm in a gay marriage, and for me, I strongly believe that for kids from kindergarten through um, basically like the eighth grade, all right, nothing about sexuality should be taught to them. That should be held from them basically completely. All right, because they're too young for that. Now, for those in high schools and in college, that's a different story. Okay, from when you start high school, it's a different world. It's a whole new different world, and you're exposed to a lot more different things than you did from when you were in the lower grades and stuff. So, in my personal opinion, um, it should be anything talked about sexuality should be discussed in uh, when they start basically high school and continued into when they go to college and stuff like that. That to me is the proper ages. Okay, and I've had people ask me like, when kids start high school, when they're not taught about sexuality and stuff like that, how are they going to be able to have an open mind to these sort of discussions and stuff? And you know, it is a very touchy topic, and I understand that, but um, it should start from when they begin high school and it has to be taught to them. Uh, start off at the beginning, you know, and just talk to them, that this is starting about the real world, and this is how things are. And this is what we need to get rid of the negativity, and stop the hatred and stuff like that. And you start that sort of conversation from when they start high school. You know, that's my opinion. Because that's when high school is when they first start to learn about the real world. So that's my own personal opinion. And I've had parents, say to me uh, that uh, kids are exposed already to sexuality, with the internet and all this other stuff, and at a very young age. And I say, you're right, but that's when you got to step in as a parent and make sure that they don't see any of that stuff. Hence, parental control, you know. And yes, there are ways around it, and I understand all that, but you gotta be the parent. You gotta be the one watching them at all times and stuff like that, and whatever. And you gotta set down the law that um they do not approve. They're not allowed to watch anything about sexuality or whatever. until they reach like the high school ages and whatever. Then you can have the proper talks with them then. So, you can't give me the excuses of, well, they're already exposed to it. Don't give me that garbage. Now, I've also had parents say that, well, the human body is to be treasured. We're born naked and stuff like that, and whatever. Uh, it's okay for little children to see human bodies and what a listen. Stop that nonsense. You stop that nonsense, honestly. All right? No children from kindergarten through eighth grade should be hearing or seeing anything about that. That's in my own personal opinion. Okay? You should not be taught about it. It should not be discussed to them. You keep that from them. Honestly. So, don't give me the excuses and the pathetic garbage. Now, um, like I said, starting when they go to high school, that's when you can start the discussions with them. Now, um, and it has to be done in the proper way. And many parents have even said, well, that should be discussed at home, not in schools. You're right. It should be discussed at home. You're right. But then don't be the dumb jackass parent that sticks your fucking ears in the fingers in your ears and turns away from it like la la la. I'm not discussing with them, la 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 la. No, no. Just because you want to be stupid and you don't want to be the parent and do the right thing, well, then once your child gets into high school, they're going to be exposed to all these things. There's no more sweeping it under the rug. There's no more turning the other cheek. There's no more walking away from it. There's no more avoiding it. That's it. So if you're not going to do the right thing and step up to the plate and talk to them about this and be truly open-minded to them and truly loving and whatever to them, then somebody else is going to do that. So seriously, now, honestly, it's just, so this was an important discussion. Now, you know the truth about the bill that was signed into law in Florida. It is not for just not saying gay at all, just in general to everybody. It specifically says in the bill, there's no say gay to children from kindergarten through third grade. All right. So if you're going to discuss a topic, if you're going to say a title or anything, say the full damn thing. Don't do something half-ass. All right. So, um, now a lot of people are against that bill being signed into law, and I understand their points. But there are also people that are for the law, and personally, I'm for it. Me personally, I would have amended that bill in which I would have said for kids from kindergarten through eighth grade, you cannot say gay to them. That's me personally. All right. And I mean, I even had a lot of parents say, well, my child knew from a very, very young age, from when they were a child, they knew who they truly were. Kids don't truly know that from that very young age. If they're in like third grade, they don't truly know shit. I mean, come on. Honestly. Really. So, but anyways, if your child does come out to you, all right, we're already on this topic. If your child comes out to you, don't turn them away. Don't turn negative on them. Don't go and hate them. It took a lot of courage for them to come out to you. So be loving and accepting of them. All right? Honestly, there's enough crap going on in this society today. There's enough hatred going on already. We don't need to add more to that. And it's enough with the hatred and the negativity. So, now with that, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. And the link to there is awldny.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. I'm sorry, let me scratch all that. If you go to our website at awldny.com, you can check out all the products that are on there. Okay. And all the products that you see on there, we actually make ourselves. So again, I'll repeat that again. The website that my husband and I have together is called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys can check out all the products on there, and all the products that you see on there, we actually make ourselves. Now, I also want to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway, and the link to there is AIHNY.com. And when you go to there, then you guys could check out all the pages on there. And because I've done a lot of work on the website and I've done a lot of improvements on the home page of my website, Advocate Information Highway, you will see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products that are up for sale on there. Also, on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the links to the two books that I wrote. And if you follow those links, you guys can check out both of my books, and you guys can also purchase both of my books as well. And so, with that, take care, everybody. Bye.